Hello and welcome to episode 9 of the Liverpool career mode. So we've finally reached January. Let's start off by looking at the Youth Monthly squad report. So we've still only got one at the moment and it's Ollie Ward. He looks like a decent young player. Now let's look at the Youth Monthly scouting update. He's a good one, we'll sign him up. We'll reject him, his value is only 70 grand, so that tells us he's not going to be good. And he's also no good. So we've had one good one there, so that's not bad at all. And we've just been informed that Adam Bogdan has officially left to Wolfsburg. Great news, we didn't want him anyway. So as you know, we've been trying to sign a winger on loan until the end of the season. However, all of them have been rejected because the clubs don't want to loan them out. So we're going to move in for Kamano. I think he'll be the best one and he's very fast and he can also play up front if needed. So let's enter negotiations for him. So we don't want to pay his release clause of 15.8 million. We'll try and get him for around 13 million. I reckon that'll be decent. So we'll start offers off at 10 million. Leipzig say they'd consider accepting for 11.9. So I was prepared to go up to 12 or 13, so I'll just accept that. Happy to get Kamano for 11.9 million, and now we'll negotiate for his wages. So we'll give him a signing on bonus if we get to that of maybe about $1 million and wages of about 50 grand. Hopefully we can get that done. Let's see what they say. So his client doesn't expect to be sitting on the bench all season. So, and he'll get enough games but not critical ones. So sporadic role, we'll accept that. I was going to give him slightly higher, but sporadic we'll take. So he doesn't want to play in critical games, but he does want to play in enough games to satisfy him. 5 years, we'll accept that. Hopefully he doesn't want a release clause. Disregard release clause, we get to choose that. Wage 64 grand and a signing bonus of 810 grand. So we'll counter that. We'll edit the wage and signing bonus. So we'll bring that down to 50 grand a week. And he can have 1.2 million signing on bonus. Let's submit that and see what his agent says. Not what they were hoping for. He expects 54 grand, 1.2 million signing on and 610 grand after 10 experience. So we'll counter that. We don't want the bonus after 10 appearances. And we'll edit the wage so you can have 1.4 million signing on and 55 grand. Let's see what they say about that one. Surely that's fair enough. He's happy if 56 grand and 1.4 million. I swear that's like a grand extra than what I just offered. So we'll accept that. Kamano is joining us for 12.9 million on 56 grand a week, not 55, which I offered. How awkward with that one extra grand. But we've signed him and he's joining the squad. Fantastic stuff. So we're currently 2 points clear at the top of the table ahead of Manchester United, and now we've got an away game against Burnley and we're going to play with our back hook team. So this is the lineup for the upcoming game. We're going to give Danny Ward a go in net. Gomez, Alexander-Arnold on the right, two sides on the right of defence, and Emre Can and Robertson on the left sides. Wijnaldum defensive mid, Ajaria and Lallana as the centre mids, and then Kamano left wing, new signing. Hopefully he can get a goal on his debut. Solanke up front and Woodburn on the right. Let's get a good win against Burnley. Burnley are in the first minute here. They're putting good pressure on us. Ajaria needs to get a foot in here. They've had a shot. Oh, that's just gone wide. Good start by Burnley. They've come close to scoring already. Ashley Barnes now. Into Sam Vokes. Back to Ashley Barnes. This is good build-up play. Can we stop it? Oh, they've scored at the back post. What a ball in. Great build-up play by Burnley. And they go 1-0 in front through a Robbie Brady header. Solanke. Now into Lallana. Back to Wijnaldum. Over to Ajaria. To Kamano. Can he score? He can't. We still got the ball. Oh, straight at Tom Heaton. Intercepted by Robertson. To Solanke now. Over the top to Kamano. Can he reach it? Can he keep it in play? Yes, he can. Flick it over the defender. That's nice, that. And again. And again. 1-2 with Robertson. Whip it in, Kamano. It took a deflection, and Heaton's there again. Goodmanson on the free kick for Burnley now. He's going to whip it in. Oh, he's done a little dink over the wall. Jack Cork now. Burnley have made it 2-0. Nice free kick routine there. Chipped over the wall, and then quality header at the back post. We're being beaten 2-0 by Burnley in the 33rd minute. It's an absolute joke. Our defending is absolutely shocking. Ajari is running through midfield now. He's still going Ajaria. Can he score? Oh, you've got to score that. What a run through the midfield. And then a poor finish with a quick throw to Woodburn. He's done his man. He's whipped it in, surely. Yes, Kamano scored. Lallana should have scored the first shot, but it was a fantastic save by Heaton. And Kamano's followed in with a goal on his debut. But come on, we need to get more goals. 2-1 to Burnley now, come on. And that's Kamano's first goal in the Liverpool shirt. So it's the 60th minute now. We're going to make a couple of substitutions. We're going to bring off Ajaria in midfield for Jordan Henderson, and then we're going to bring on Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain on the right wing for Ben Woodburn. 30 minutes left, 2 changes made. Can they make a difference? Burnley are turning on the edge of the box, and they've just hit the post. Let's get that clear now, and now let's move forward ourselves. Hendo into Lallana. Over to Kamano. He's got to score this. Oh, what a save by Tom Heaton. Kamano had a golden opportunity to grab 2 on his debut, but Tom Heaton saved Burnley there. What an unbelievable save. There's still time to get another goal though. Hendo's turning on the edge of the box. Oh, what an interception there from the Burnley defender. And now they're moving forward. Gomez has done really well there. Lallana now, into Chambo. Into Solanke. He's waiting for a run from someone. He's seen at the back post. Can we score? Go in, please. Ah! Oh. Kamano was at the back post, causing trouble. Hendo it fell to. And they got a vital blocking on the line. Can we score? Yes! 90th minute equaliser. I think that's Emre Can. We had a corner. It didn't go to plan. We passed it back out wide, whipped it in, and Emre Can saving us late on. 90th minute goal against Burnley. I know it's not the best result, but it's better than a loss. Good cross by Lallana. And what a header into the far corner by Emre Can. Let's defend this 90th minute corner against Burnley. Come on, let's not concede here. Danny Wood, you got to have that. Well done. And that's the full-time whistle. 2-2 away against Burnley. We'll take it under the circumstances. We're still hopefully top of the league on goal difference. If United won, they'll be level on points with us. But hopefully our goal difference is enough to be ahead of them in the league. So we've just had that Burnley game. And then we've got an FA Cup game against Sheffield United. So we'll be simming that. Then we've got 2 games against Bournemouth in the Carabao Cup. We'll both be simming those games. And then we'll play a game against Man City. And we'll also sim the game against Swansea. And that should take us to the end of the January transfer window. Now for an away game in the FA Cup. We're going to sim this with our first team against Sheffield United. Should be enough to get the win. Can we win in the FA Cup? Surely. They've lost 3-0 to Sheffield Wednesday in their most recent result. What can they do against Liverpool at home? 5 minutes in, Sheffield United have gone 1-0 up against us. And this is our strongest team. And it's Sheffield United. 45 minutes in now, and it's still 1-0 to Sheffield United. What's happening? Mo Salah's got an equaliser. Come on, 2-1 now. Carter Vickers for Sheffield United. Must be on loan from Spurs. 80th minute, still 2-1 to Sheffield United. And the full-time whistle's gone. We've lost in the FA Cup to Sheffield United with our strongest team. What an absolute joke. Now an away game against Bournemouth in the Carabao Cup. We're giving this game to our backup team. And surely we've got enough in the tank to beat Bournemouth. Come on, we can't lose to Sheffield Wednesday and Bournemouth in the same episode. We sim the whole game, 1-0, Ben Woodburn with the goal. We'll take that, and now that should be enough for us to be able to sim the next game of the Carabao Cup and get through to the next round. So we just had a loan offer for Danny Ward off Middlesbrough, 1-year loan deal. I think we're going to accept that because we've got two decent keepers in Karius and Mignolet, and Ward isn't getting into the team anytime soon, so we're happy for him to go to Middlesbrough for a year. We've also just had an offer for Jordan Henderson off Napoli, 25 million they've offered, but Hendo, we may consider selling him maybe at the end of the season, but he's definitely finishing this season as a Liverpool player. So the City game's been rescheduled, so we're going to sim this game against Swansea and then Bournemouth. Then we'll finish January. Then we'll sim a game against Huddersfield, and then we'll play a game against Spurs to finish off the episode. So we've now got an away game against Swansea in the league. We're going to sim this with our strongest team, and hopefully we should have enough to beat Swansea. So we'll skip it straight away. 2-1, Coutinho with both the goals, Debuchy for them. Great result away from home against Swansea. Now for the second leg of the Carabao Cup, we're going to sim this one with our backup team, home to Bournemouth. We're going to watch this one out for a little bit. So we won 1-0 away from home. If we get a draw, it's going to be enough. As long as if we beat them, then it's definitely enough. 1-0 up through Oxlade-Chamberlain in the 29th minute, and Lallana's missed a penalty in the 35th minute. That could have secured us going through to the next round. 60th minute is still 1-0 to us. We're going to skip to the end, and Wijnaldum scored. We beat them 2-0. We're into the next round of the Carabao Cup. So we just had a training session. Woodburn's gone up to a 71. Solanke and Joe Gomez both going up to a 76. They're getting quite high now, these youngsters. They're great ratings. So we're up to deadline day now. There's no deals we want to bring in. No one else we want to bring in. We've done all our business. Are we going to have any more departures? So Bournemouth have spent quite a lot this window. They spent 22 million and bought in Jimenez. So we've had an offer for Moreno off Olympique Lyonnais. 7.4 million, and his value is 8 million. So we're going to reject that offer because it's just not a good deal for us. But this could be a deal that goes through at the end of the season, and then we'll try and bring in Grimaldo. So in the final remaining 7 hours, is there going to be any more deals happening with outgoings? Because we're happy with our current squad. 5 hours left now, still no more offers, only the Moreno deal. Have we just had an offer? We've had a loan offer for both Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain and Andrew Robertson. Both people who are in and around the first team, so we're going to block offers for Robertson and also block the offer for Oxlade-Chamberlain off Las Palmas, because Oxlade-Chamberlain is a player we want to keep at Liverpool. So there's only 4 hours left now. Is there going to be any deals that we'll actually accept? Because we've had 3 deals so far and none of them we've been willing to accept. So Sevilla have offered 12.5 million for Mignolet. Once again, another good offer, but it's one we'll consider at the end of the season because right now he's in the backup team, so we don't want to get rid of him. We'll sell him at the end of the season maybe and bring in someone like Jack Butland, Timo Horn, someone like that. But that's the end of the transfer window. Let's look at what other Premier League teams have done. Is there any notable signings? So Chelsea have lost 66 million. They've gained 66 million rather, and sold Musonda, Pedro, and Christensen. Anyone else? Not being much sales. Oh, Leicester have sold Vardy and Mahrez and Okazaki, so they're losing a lot of their attackers. United has spent 43 million bringing in Bellarabi and Bernat, but they've lost Luke Shaw and Marcus Rashford. Any other big deals? Rashford went to Spurs actually, that's quite interesting. I'm surprised United let go of him for that over around 30 million, because what a player he's going to be in the future. And that is all that's happened. Nothing else noticeable has happened. So that's the end of the January transfer window. Now we'll try and get great results, ending the season, and finish the season hopefully as title winners. So we've just had another Youth Monthly squad report. We've got 2 players in there now. Alfie Jackson, 61 rated in 16, 75 to 94. He looks like he could be decent, and obviously Ollie Ward could also be a decent player. Monthly Youth Scouting update. Is going to be anyone good? He could be decent. We'll sign him into the academy. We don't want him. We don't want him. Once again, someone we're not interested in. And finally, Tyler Mason, a goalkeeper. He could be decent. We'll put him into the youth academy. After the away game against Huddersfield in the league, we're currently 2 points clear ahead of United, but we have got a game in hand. So any draw, win in this game will put us further ahead of Manchester United. Let's have a little watch of this. 0-0 10 minutes in, 20 minutes in, still 0-0. Nothing's happening, they've got a yellow card. We're going to skip to the end of the match. And we've won 2-0, both Lallana and Wijnaldum on the score sheet. So now we're 5 points clear of Manchester United at the top of the league. I'm going to put Jackson on a youth training thing instead of Woodburn. So Woodburn still got 1 slot. So now we've got Alexander-Arnold, Woodburn, Solanke, Gomez and Jackson all on 1 drill each. Let's see how Jackson can do on his first ever training drill. He gets a C, and finishing and attack position have gone up. So he's a centre forward, and both of his finishing and attack position are really low. So hopefully if we train him upon those, he can become a quality centre forward in the future. Now it's time for the game at Anfield against Tottenham. So we'll play on our red kit obviously. Let's look at our lineup. We've got Werner on the left, and then Kamano might come on in the second half there. Firmino up front, Salah on the right, who's gone up to an 84 rated, Keita, Coutinho and Hendo. I think Hendo's gone up to an 83 because I'm pretty sure he was an 82. Klein at right back, who's also gone up to an 83. Matip, who's gone up to an 84. Van Dijk, who now is an 85 rated. Moreno at left back, and Karius in net, who's gone up to an 82. Good to see that the team's improving. Let's go and beat Spurs at Anfield. So let's have a look at the Tottenham lineup. They've got Hugo Lloris in net, Aurier at right back, Alderweireld, who's an 87 rated centre back, alongside Davinson Sanchez, Ben Davies at left back, Eric Dyer in the holding midfield role, who's 83 rated, alongside Wanyama, Salvio, a new signing on the right side, Rashford, another new signing on the left side, Dele Alli attacking mid, and Harry Kane up front. What an attacking threat they've got now. Harry Kane, Rashford and Dele Alli, but no signs of Eriksen in the starting lineup, so that's a good deal. Less creativity there. Werner to Firmino, over to Salah. What a ball that is. Oh, what an awful shot. I don't know why I tried shooting from that angle. It's gone all the way back to Moreno. What a ball that is, and well caught by Lloris. And Salah just jumped into him, so he might get a booking there. Be a bit of a harsh one because we didn't mean it. We were going for the ball. Salah has been yellow carded in the 6th minute after missing what could have been a great start to the game for us. Now they're moving forward with Salvio into Dele Alli. And what a challenge that is by Matip. No, that's not a foul. No way is that a foul. Matip got the ball. They've got a free kick in a fantastic position here with Harry Kane. Looks like they're going to play it short. Harry Kane's running up. He smacked it and it's wide. Well wide in the end. Poor free kick from Harry Kane. Oh, Hendo with a poor challenge in midfield. Dele Alli's now with the ball. Over to Rashford. And what defending that is by Alberto Moreno. Kane's on the ball now. He's played it into Dyer. Back to Kane. Back to Dyer. Back to Kane again. Oh, he's turned his defender. He should have had a shot there. And now Spurs have a corner. 25th minute. What can they do with this one? Salvio to whip it in. Front post is gone. Sanchez straight at Karius. And now can we get counter quick from this? It's a good kick from Karius to Werner. He's won the header, but he had no support up front. Never was that a red card for Van Dijk. We slid in on the edge of the area. Dele Alli had already had his shot, it had been saved, and I slid in. I had no way is that a red card though. 28 minutes in, still 0-0. They've got a free kick. Oh, that was very close. What an effort on his left foot by Marcus Rashford. I think it took a little deflection off the wall, but still about the earlier thing. Van Dijk, never was that a red card. Werner with the ball now. Back post to Salah. He's got to score that. What an absolutely atrocious effort. What an awful volley straight at Lloris with no power on it at all. Very easy save for the keeper to make when it should really have been a very difficult one if he even managed to save it, because Salah was that close, he should have definitely scored. Spurs have the ball in the centre of the park now with Wanyama. And that's the half-time whistle. It's 0-0 at half-time. We're down to 10 men. It's been a fairly disappointing half. Spurs have been all over us. Hopefully we can come back in the second half with a bang and win this game. Salah's done his defender there. He's kept the ball in play. Can he find it? Werner at the back post. He can. Werner's won the ball in the air. It's just gone into the air. Lloris is with a weird clearance there. Can Coutinho win it back? No, he can't. Dele Alli's booted it long. Hendo's past Matty. Not Hendo, Kane. And Kane has banged it. Where did they get Hendo from there? Hendo's past Matty. If he's on his same team. Kane ran past Matty way too easily. And then we had no Van Dijk there to cover up. And what an unbelievable strike by Harry Kane. So much power. Karius had no chance. Right into the top left corner. 1-0 Spurs. Keita now into Firmino. Into Coutinho. Trying to find a bit of space now on the edge of the box. Coutinho has found a bit of space. He's took an effort. Easy save for Lloris.
Liverpool, they'll be facing Southampton away from home. Yeah, a lot of people have been talking about this one. Looking forward to it. Rashford.
Oh, what a challenge that is by Matty. Karius, can he get there? No, he can't. But we've got the ball with Nathaniel Klein. Now we're countering. Down the line to, not to Solanke, to Salah. Poor ball though. And now they've got the ball in a dangerous area. What a switch of play that is. Karius come out, meet it. Get clear, get clear. Oh, we've cleared the ball off the line. That was very close there. And now we're moving forward now. Salah, he's got space in front of him. Oh, that's a poor cross by him. Tried an on the ground cross and he just got no power on it. Oh, what a ball that is into Salvio. Karius, can you make a save? Oh, no he can't. Salvio. Played through by Harry Kane. Finished it very coolly. 2-0 Spurs. We're going to make some substitutions now for the final 15 minutes and hopefully we can get back into this game. Werner's going to come off for Camano. Salah's going to come off for Oxlade. And Coutinho is going to come off for Adam Lallana. 15 minutes left. 2-0 down. Can we make a comeback later on with 10 men? Camano. To Lallana. Back to Camano. He's got space in front of him here. Lots of space for Camano. He's whipped it in to Firmino. He's got his head on it, but that's well over. Sanchez with a free kick now in his own half. It's a poor one. We've won the ball back. Camano, can you run now? He's got space in front of him. Camano now. He's still going. He's turning inside the box. He's got loads of space and what a save that is by Lloris. We thought we'd scored and Lloris again with another save. Camano got into the box way too easily there and what a save that was by Lloris. Oh, Dele Alli through 1-on-1 now. Karius with a great save, but they've scored the rebound. 3-0 to Spurs. As soon as we've gone down to 10 men, Spurs have been all over us this game. Salvio with his second of the game. And that's 3-0 Spurs. The game's definitely over now. Karius, we've got to give him credit for the initial save, but he had no help from his defence there. And that is game over. Can we get 1 goal in consolation? Naby Keita. No, we can't even score in consolation. So we lost 3-0 to Spurs. They definitely deserved the victory, but I don't think by 3 goals. Lloris in net was absolutely fantastic for them. Another training session now after the loss to Spurs. Jackson's got himself an A and he's almost at a 62 rating. Good progress by him, and everyone else has stayed the same ratings. So we're currently 5 points clear at the top of the table ahead of Manchester United. However, they do have a game in hand. So that's the end of this episode. We've had a decent episode. We're 5 points clear of Manchester United at the top of the league. However, they do have a game in hand on us. So let's look at how we've done in today's episode. So we started off with a nice draw against Burnley, or I say nice, we got a bit lucky to get the draw and it's not the best result. Then we lost in the FA Cup, so we're knocked out straight away from Sheffield United. We beat Bournemouth 1-0, then we beat Swansea 2-1, beat Bournemouth 2-0 and finished off, then we beat Huddersfield 2-0 and then we finished off with a 3-0 loss to Spurs, who outclassed us in all departments after Van Dijk sending off. So that's the end of this episode. If you enjoyed it, it would be great if you could subscribe to the channel, and it would also be great if you could drop a like on this video.